y'all, welcome back to my channel. I haven't done YouTube in so long, so I'm about to be posting consistent content, y'all, for real. This time, like, I'm so serious, like, I'm not playing. So I was looking online and I was thinking about, like, what do I talk about, like, what type of topics and stuff like that to talk about. So I got together a whole content creation calendar, and I'm about to just be dropping videos like back to back on different type of topics. Like, it's gonna be professional, it's gonna be business wise, school, army, friendships. I'm gonna start my vlogging. I got a birthday party coming up with one of my friends. I had a birthday coming up, so we doing that, vlogging for her birthday, just a bunch of stuff. But today is gonna be about, oh my god, I love my hair so much. My hair is melanin extensions. Before I even get into the video, melanin extensions, y'all. Literally, this is the best hair. Like, this is the best hair I've ever had. Like, point blank, like, hands down. Like, throughout my lifetime, I went through a couple different hair companies. Literally, like, so silky. I wake up, I don't even be having some flat iron on my hair. Like, I don't have some flat iron on my hair. I wake up, take my bonnet off, my hair still be good. I just be having to, like, touch it up just a little bit in the front, because, you know, your bonnet make it a little scrunchy. But other than that, I be good to go. So literally, go get this hair, y'all. Tell y'all, it's so perfect. I wouldn't lie to y'all. Okay, so let me scoot back. Okay, so today I'm discussing friendship. I'm real big on friends. Like, I'm very big on friends. So I decided to, like, talk about this because, like, I love my friends and stuff like that. So I be getting a lot of questions like how do you cope with, like, losing friends and friends you outgrow and stuff like that. So let's talk about it. Like, let's get into it. Okay, so my current friends that I have right now, they are, like, amazing. Like, my amazing set of friends. They love me. I love them to death. I literally I don't even talk to my friends every day. Like, I talk to my friends sparingly. Like, and then I got friends that I'm texting every single day. Like, I text them good morning every single day. Like, every day we texting good morning, or we saying something to each other. Like, or we saying something to each other on Instagram or whatever. I just love my friends. I feel like my friends really pulled me out of a very dark space that I was in at one point in my life. It was really my friends that knew firsthand, like, you know, everything that was going on with me, especially when I was, like, grieving and stuff like that. So I love them so much. So I just want to recognize my friends because they are amazing to me. It's so important to be a good friend, y'all. Like, being a good friend is something that's literally priceless. Like, finding a good friend, keeping a good friend is literally priceless. Like, there is absolutely nothing I would do to break up my friendship that I have with my current friends right now. Like, these girls are top tier. Like literally, there's no amount of money, there's no guy that can come between us. There is nothing that can be said. Like, we talking it out, like, 100%. Like, I'm never gonna let anything, because I've been through so much, and it really took my friends to really help me and pick me up, and, you know what I'm saying, keep my head on the swivel, like, keep me grounded and really keep me focused, because it's so easy to lose focus, you know what I'm saying. And I know, like, girls, they be going through a lot of girls go through a lot, like, with their friendships. They be dealing with, like, friendships who's, like, fake friends and all that. And it's like, I'm just so happy that I've rarely ever had to deal with that in my life. Like, rarely ever had to deal with, like, a fake ass friend or a snake friend. Wait, I'm not supposed to be cussing. Okay, I'm gonna try not to cuss. I rarely ever had to deal with, like, a snaked out friend. And I'm just so happy. Well, no. I just recently found out that I had a friend. Yeah, I just recently found out that I had a friend who did some real snake slimy stuff to me. And I wish I would have never found out, because, yeah, it's crazy. Like, now that I know, it's like I wish I would have unheard it. I wish I would unknow it, because it makes me look at that person different, and it makes me change the way I think about women. Because never in a million years you could have told me that this specific girl did something, which is what she did to me. Like, if somebody would have told me that she did it and I didn't get it from the person who she actually did it with, I would have thought they was lying. Like, that's how much trust I have into people who either was my friend, whether we was friends, we was like children, or, you know, just like my high school friends or whatever. Like, even girls who I don't even talk to no more, like, I still don't think the worst of them, and I still would think like we was so good, even though we don't talk no more, they'll never betray me. Like, that's really like how I think in my mind. Like, I don't have that many people that I fell out with, which I've never really fell out with a friend for real, but not per se, but I just don't be thinking that that's gonna happen to me. Like, if you would have told me like this specific girl was gonna do something like that to me, I would have been like, no, she wouldn't. Like, no, the fuck she, like, no, she wouldn't, because she know I never do that to her. And even though we not cool no more, I be thinking I'm so locked in with people on another level that they'll never do something to me that, you know, that'll be like, oh, I never hurt her. Like, that's just how I think. Like, even though we not friends no more, we've never fell out. I've never told your business. I've never, you know what I'm saying, went into deep details with anybody else about about our friendship or what we went through. The fact that I maintained respect levels with her, I would have never thought like she'd cross me. Like, I'm the type of person where if me and a girl friendship is not working out, I will just cut them off. I'm not gonna argue with them. I'm not gonna sneak diss them. I'm not gonna tell nobody's business. I'm gonna just stop talking to you, period. There's no conversation. There's no contact. There's no nothing. You're not gonna get no more words from me. And that's just gonna be that. And I leave it at that, and I think that's the respectful thing to do, because you never know who you may need, when you may need to pick up something, you know what I'm saying, where you may be in life where you may need this person again. So I never leave anything that I have going on, or any friendship that I have, I never leave off on bad terms with nobody. I try not to ever do that, like, ever. Like, I got girls who I was tight with like this in high school. If I see them today or now, I'm what's up. They gonna be, hey, Kema. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. Like, I don't snake nobody. I don't want to be snaked. You feel me? Like, I'm not talking to your boyfriend. I'm not putting nobody on your ex or your boo, or I'm not getting into all of that. I maintain respect. I'm not telling nobody your business. All your secrets are safe with me. I just want to maintain like good all across the board, because not only is it important for me to keep that trust within you, it's important for me myself, that I feel like when people do certain things to their people who they used to be friends with, it's a character flaw. Like, I don't care what nobody say, that's a character flaw. Like, that's a real character flaw. Like, granted, I've had times where, you know what I'm saying, I've got into it with one of my friends and we probably took it too far and it probably got out of hand, but I've never purposely tried to do something malicious to nobody. Like, not purposely, no, because that's not in my character. So I just think when people do certain things and they used to be your friend, that's really within your character. Like, that's who you are as a person. That's not who you are when you're mad. That's not who you was when you got your feelings hurt. That's who you are as a person. That's your character. So it just shows a lot about people's character. Anyways, say all that to say, yeah, so I recently had found out or whatever, like, this girl who used to be my friend, she had did something, and I'm not even gonna lie, like, I can't sit here on camera and lie and make it seem like I don't care about it. Like, oh, well, you know, no, it hurt me. Like, I dead ass, like, when I heard it, I was like, and I didn't hear it. I didn't even hear it. The person told me. So Like, they like, oh, you know that we did this. And I'm like, what? You did what with who? And they like, yeah. I never knew. This probably happened maybe 3 years ago. And I never knew it. And I was just like in shock, because when it's my first time that something like this has ever happened to me. I've never had a friend betray me in this way. So that in itself was just like, you know, and then it really make you think. So now after I got that news, I got to thinking like, well, who else done did some shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, who else done did something to me? I think that it was probably good that I found out current than finding out in the past, because I've seen this person on multiple occasions and I didn't know that this person had did something like this at the time. So when I saw them, it was just, you know, walking past each other, whatever, not saying nothing. You know what I'm saying? But if I would have found out, back when, you know, it happened, then the environment would have been totally different. This is the Shopify for me. I love it. But yeah, the environment would have been totally different. So I'm just happy that when I did find out, I found out in a more calmer state. I'm in a better place right now. I'm in like a very peaceful place right now. So thankfully I was able to receive the news and just be, you know, be like, okay, you know, I can't really react to it. It's old, you feel me? Even though it still hurt, but I just made up in my mind, like, I am going to move forward with my life respectfully, and that's it. Like, and I'm gonna just make sure that I protect my own peace by not affiliating myself, you know what I'm saying, with these certain people anymore and stuff like that. Like, just kind of like moving forward with everything I got going on in my life, with everything I'm trying to become. It's just super important for me right now to just protect my peace and to just protect my actions. I feel like for every action there's a reaction, and if you have control over your anger and what makes you upset, you really have control over your life. Like, that's when you know a person has really taken control of their own life. Like, a lot of people do things out of anger and, you know, out of feeling certain ways, and it's literally like okay to do that. It's okay to do those things, but as you grow older, fuck, I ain't with the nonsense. I don't want it no more. Y'all can have that. I'm trying to focus on, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to focus on something else. But yeah, like, yeah. So that's that with that, as far as like me having a friend who's ever betrayed me. Luckily, I've never had a lot of experiences like that. I keep it very copacetic with all my friends. I feel like, even if they're not my friends no more. I remember somebody asked me something about like, have you ever had a friend heartbreak? And like, yes, I've had like maybe 3 friend heartbreaks within my life. And one of the, well, two of the girls, we still talk, like we still got communication. And then this other girl, like, she overstepped the boundaries to the point where I can't be back cool with her. And that's fine, because in life you grow and you just, you know, keep elevating and God show you things, and you just move along. But if you're a friend of mine, like, I really take that in, like, you're my girl, like, you're good, like, we gonna rock out, we gonna do everything, like, we gonna get rich together, we gonna figure this out together, like, if we gotta struggle together, we gonna struggle, but we gonna get out of this. Like, that's the type of, like, energy that I give out to my friends. So when either it's not reciprocated or people don't take friendship as serious as I do, that really hurt me. like, I be hurt, like, how could you not be the best friend ever to me? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. That's just one of the things. What a lot of people don't know is, well, I feel like a lot of people do know this. A lot of people do know this, but I've never spoke on it publicly, which is like about, which is about me and Kayla's friendship and relationship. So a lot of people don't know that Kayla, me and her was best friends since grammar school, probably like in the 4th grade. We became friends, and we, and it's so hard to even talk about because I don't want to, you know, push the wrong narrative or anything, but I can definitely talk about it now that we are in a better space. And so basically, you know, we became friends in 4th grade, and so we like little kids and everything like that. And Kayla was like she was the one that was always getting in trouble and everything, and I was like the more quiet friend. Like, I wasn't, you know, all getting in trouble with the teachers and doing what I want to do and kind of bullying people and all of that. That was kind of like Kayla's like lane, and then I was just kind of like the one that's just cool. Like, I just acted regular and everything, because I was new to the school, and she, you know, was already going to the school and stuff like that. We went to a school called Nicholson, and I don't even know how me and her became friends, but I believe that we became friends off of somebody saying something mean to me. I was a new girl, and I think somebody was saying something mean to me. I think it was about my hair. At the time, I was in 4th grade, and my mom I didn't have a perm. I think it was like real popular back then, like for girls to have perms in their hair, and I didn't have a perm, so of course, like, my hair was kind of more coarse, and the other girls got perms and stuff, and their hair looked all slick, and my hair wasn't slick. So I believe somebody said something about my hair to me, like, oh, you got nappy head or something. It was something within that sense. And I remember Kayla like taking up for me, because it was crazy, because it was so crazy to me, like, because when we was in grammar school, it's like everybody was like scared of Kayla, like, even when we was little kids, like, the girls was scared of her or whatever. So it's like took up for me, like, whatever she said to them, they ain't bothering me no more, you know what I'm saying? And it was like, boom. Now we roll dogs, like, we run this together, we on the playground together, like, we, you know what I'm saying, now we kicking it and stuff like that in school or whatever. So yeah, that's how like our relationship started, you know, from us being kids, and then we found each other, because I transferred, and then we found each other again like in high school. I think I saw her like on the bus or something, and then we went outside. I don't know, like, we like kept running into each other throughout our life. It was crazy how it really happened, like how we went from little kids, and then our friendship continued on, even though we was at completely different schools. Like, I think that is so crazy to me, like how life goes and, you know, plans out. So then we was in high school and stuff like that. Then I graduated and I went off to college. Kayla was still in Chicago, but like I would come home during breaks, and, you know, we running together, we riding the city, we going on the blocks and everything. Like, we was like this, like inseparable. Can't nobody tell me nothing. I didn't mix with her other set of friends like that, because I'm just like a little different. I always stay to my lane. Like, I'm real, you know, I was like the college girl, you know, people, you know, portray me as that, like, oh, that's just the college girl or whatever. She home on breaks. So I was literally only home like for winter break, summer break, you know, like Thanksgiving break, like whatever the breaks was. So I'm only getting like a little bit snippet of when I'm coming home and stuff like that, versus Kayla being there full time, and, you know, she's like in Chicago working, doing her thing or whatever. But we still kept a very close relationship. We was still best friends throughout that whole time. And then like fast forward to like around the time that me and Vaughn started dating. I think that was when me and her relationship really shifted, which it was. mainly because it's hard. It's hard to date someone and then be friends with their sister. Like, I don't care what nobody say. People could sugarcoat it and say like, oh, it's different. No, it's hard. It's different, and it's hard because you got conflict of interest, point blank period, which is the reason why people not supposed to be like working the same job if they're like family members or they're dating. It's just a conflict of interest. Like, you got your best friend and then you got your brother, so it's like whose side you gonna choose, whose side you gonna be on, who you gonna take up for, who you gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was just a lot. So I think that our friendship really took a toll when it came down to like me dating him and me being very serious about him, and then her still, you know, that's her brother, so she's, and now I can say this now, I can have this understanding now, but at the time I didn't look at it like this just because I wasn't used to that. Like, I'm used to her having my back with whatever, so I didn't, at the time, I wasn't for that, like, oh, this is her brother, she's gonna, no. It was like, no, you're my best friend. You need to tell me certain things, like, you need to not hide things from me, and you need to be a friend to me. Like, hello, like, you know what I'm saying? So, I think it was something that's probably hard. And I'm not excusing any behavior, but I think it was probably something that I expected out of her that probably was, like, hard for her to do. Like, it's not easy, like, picking, or not even picking, but just like trying to stay at a neutral space. Long story short, I cut it off. Like, I'm like, all right, cool. Like, I'm knowing that it wasn't gonna work. I'm like, this not gonna work. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like I said, for the most part, I primarily always just stop talking to people, and I feel like that is one of my flaws, because communication is key. And I don't remember me properly I could have communicated, or we could have been communicating with each other and said, like, you know, how we felt, like, oh, I think this, I think that, but I'm, you know, whatever. So we did what we did, and it went downhill. It went downhill fast, and I was so, how it really escalated was I was pregnant. So it went from just this being my boyfriend to this being my child father. Now we got a relationship. Now this is more permanent. So then you got my pregnant emotions and stuff like that. You got other people just doing crazy things to me. You know what I'm saying? So it just went crazy. And just to speed up the story, I feel like it was, on both of our ends, it was very childish, and it was very, like, nasty to do, like, to each other, like, completely. Like, it could have been handled much more maturely than it was, but, you know what I'm saying, we did what we did, and now we are in a better space. We are in a talkative space. We are in a very much more cordial space where we actually able to, like, say stuff to each other, talk to each other, text, you know what I'm saying, you might have a phone conversation, see each other, you know what I'm saying, and it's cool. It's not, the tension is not there no more. And it took us a long time. It took us a long time to get there, because, and it's crazy because if you would have told me like 4 or 5 years from now, like, that life would have went the way it did with our friendship, I would have been like, nah, that's my dog. Like, that's, she not gonna play with me like that. Like, she not gonna play about me. Like, we really connect on a different frequency. Like, so when I think about, like, me and her not being friends, it sound like foreign language. Like, literally, that's how tight we was. So that was a lot, and that's really, like, to me, that was a real friend heartbreak. Like, that was different for me, and it was very hard for me to get over that. I was going through it. Like, I went through it when it came down to me losing a friend. Like, I can't front. Like, I literally cannot front. You could see it all on my face, though. You could see it in my tweets. You could see, like, I never hid it, you know. So it was just crazy. I'm grateful now that, you know, we were able to have an adult conversation and really just be honest with each other. We've had multiple conversations about it, like really just talking. And I feel like there's still a lot of conversations that need to be had, which we will, you know what I'm saying, have those. So yeah, that was one. And then my other friend, Heartbreak, is with this other girl. And it's like, it's crazy because when I'm saying friend Heartbreak, I'm just saying like the bond that we had is no longer there. And it's like, I'm still cordial with this girl as well, but it's not the same. I don't even know how to fix it. Like, or a lot of times it probably just don't need to be fixed. You know, a lot of times it'd be like, you just kind of got to move forward with life and just accept things for what it was, and, you know, just still establish that respect. But it's this other person, oh my God, this is my homegirl. Like, we was like this. I know that I could still call her if I wanted to and talk to her about whatever. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm still welcome within her household, but I just feel like the bond that we had, we should still have that bond. You know what I'm saying? Beef, like I would never want to beef with her because the stuff that me and her also been through. But we let some things get in between us, and it was very petty. I don't even think it was something major, but like I said, one thing about me is when I feel some type of way about someone, I just stop talking to them. And that may be a major flaw for me because I don't really know how to like properly express myself and say like, hey, you know, this hurt me, or hey, I feel some way about this. I'm more so the person that gets a person gone. You gotta go. Like, let me get you away from me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is crazy. I probably should go talk to somebody about that. Because that's not healthy. You know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff should be saved. Like, friendships should be saved. Like, I cherish my friendships a lot. And, you know, a lot of people would think, like, well, if the friendship means that much to you, you wouldn't have not been friends with them, or you would have figured out a way for y'all to patch things up. But I don't believe that. That's not something that I believe. I believe that in my mind, if I tell myself that this person did something that I don't like or I don't agree with, I am big on just stop talking to them. And if one day you reconnect with that person again, that's absolutely fine. But I don't know. I just be feeling like I don't have time for this right now. Like, I don't have time for this. So that's literally what I do. I just cut it off. And so, like I said, luckily with this girl, we still cool. And we still, you know, follow each other all on social media and everything. And we can talk to each other. I know I can still pull up to her family functions and everything like that. But I don't know what happened to our bond. I kind of don't know. And we talked about it. I believe we talked about it on the phone like last year. And we literally was on the phone laughing about it. And she like, yo, you is crazy. Like, you're really a crazy person. And I'm just like, yeah, I am. But, and all the love for her is still there. But I think that our bond was broken. For whatever reason, I'm not gonna say, but for whatever reason, it's not there no more, and that's okay. Like, I'm 100% okay with me not being able to properly restore bonds, because there's so much you gotta pick up on, there's so much you gotta learn about a person, you know. And I'm okay with just being, you know, cool with her, and that's not as being as close as we used to be. So yeah, those was. Told y'all about the first girl, and then I just told y'all about, me and Kayla's relationship, and then the third girl. That's who I was just talking about. And me and her is still cool too. I don't want to name drop because I think that's kind of, I mean, I can name drop on Kayla because people know that, but I don't want to name drop on nobody else. I'm not sure if people want, you know, their names being said, so I'm gonna just remain respectful about that. I know Kayla don't care. Yeah, that's my spiel about friends, y'all. I would say if you're struggling with a friend that you have right now, and you're like, oh my god, I love this girl so much, but either she's like aggravating, or it's getting a little toxic, or she's not being a beneficial friend to me, I would say, you know, you don't have to automatically cut a person off. You go through emotions with them, allow them to become whoever they want to be. And when it gets toxic for you, that's when you go ahead and cut them off. And protect your peace. Always protect your peace. Choose you over everybody, because everybody's going to choose themselves as well. And if everybody's choosing themselves, then you'll be able to meet a person in the middle. So that's all I have to say about friends and friendships. I know I'm going to have to revisit this topic. Probably my next video is probably going to be a vlog with my friends. My friend's birthday is coming up, so we about to go outside. We about to be outside. So yeah, that's it. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Comment, like, subscribe. Let me know what more videos y'all want to see me do.